Alright, we're starting to get into a little bit trickier stuff here. Now we're going to be adding fractions that don't already have matching denominators. So we need to kind of put a couple of concepts together. First off, we need to make it so they have the same denominator. So I'm going to look at the least common denominator, which is in this case the least common multiple of 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are the numbers I'm looking at. I call it the least common denominator because it's the least common multiple of the denominators. So if you get confused about LCM versus LCD, usually they actually are referring to the same thing because usually they're in the context of fractions. Alright, so the least common multiple of 5 and 6, well, 5 is prime and 6 is 2 times 3. The least common multiple here, I'll just write down my 5 to begin with, and then, well, neither 2 nor 3 had been covered yet. You can see we actually have to just multiply these things together to get 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert each of these fractions so that they have a 30 in their denominator. So 1/5, let me do it like this, 1/5 plus 1/6 is equal to 1/5 plus 1/6. I'm going to leave myself some room there because this is going to be something over 30 plus something over 30. So if I want this number to be written as something over 30, I need to multiply both top and bottom by 6. So 5 times 6 is 30, and 1 times 6 is 6. Alright, similarly here, I'm starting out with 6, and I want it to be a 30. I want to multiply top and bottom by 5. 6 times 5 is 30, and 1 times 5 is 5. Now when I add these together, which I can do because they now have the same denominator, I get 6 plus 5, which is 11, and this would be 11 over 30. I would want to check to make sure that this is in lowest terms, and I recognize 11 as a prime number. 11 does not go into 30, so that's how I know pretty quickly that that is already in lowest terms. Alright, let's do 7 over 6 minus... sorry, 7 over 10 minus 7 over 6. But the same rules work for subtraction as do division, or as addition rather. So I'm going to start off again by finding the least common multiple of 10 and 6. 10 is 2 times 5, and 6 is 2 times 3. The least common multiple here is 2 times 5, so I'm starting off with my 10. I already have a 2, but I do need a 3. So this is 30. My least common multiple is 30 again. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and say 7 over 10 minus 7 over 6 equals blank over 30 minus blank over 30. Okay. So the first number, it looks like I need to, if I'm starting out with a 10, I need to multiply that by a 3 to make it into a 30, so I'll do that to this 7 as well, giving me 21. And on this one, I have a 6, which I need to multiply by 5 to get up to 30. I'll do that to the top as well. So we get 21 over 30 minus 36 over 30. They have matching denominators, which means I can just do subtraction. 21 minus 36. If you're having issues with that, well, I mean, I guess you could ask your calculator, but really, 36 minus 21, and then just make it negative. So this is going to be negative 15 over 30. And I can reduce this. There's a common factor of 15 I'm recognizing here. Of course, it's the entirety of the top, and we're left with a 2 on the bottom, so we end up with negative 1/2. It might be a good idea to check this on the calculator. Again, how you check on the calculator is you just plug it in. I'll do 7/10. 7 divided by 10 minus, parentheses, 7 divided by 6. We end up with something else, something other than what I got here. So that means I made a mistake. This is why we check. Let me just double check that 21 minus 36 is negative 15. Where did I make the mistake? Oh, right. My mistake was writing that 7 times 5 was 36. 7 times 5 should have actually been 35. So I'm going to go ahead and erase some of this stuff that was following from that conclusion. This is 35. So now when I do the subtraction, I should have gotten 14 over 30, or negative 14 over 30, rather. Now looks like there's only a factor of 2 that I can cancel out here, so I end up with a negative 7 over 15. Alright, let's check that on the computer, or on the calculator rather. So part of the advantage of being able to do this sort of checking is not having to use up all your attempts on the homework. You can see I had -1/2, which is of course -0.5, and I've noticed that that was not the same as this -4.6, 0.4666, whatever. Instead, the 7/15 is actually the number I'm looking for. So it's a good thing I checked myself there, because I did actually make a mistake.